Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here with a first alert update for you. Tracking some strong winds in the area this afternoon. A lot of things kind of blowing around here, really dusty as well. So you may notice some haziness there off in the distance. Wind speeds have been the big talking point here today. Those strong winds, we're seeing gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour in a lot of locations. Upwards of 46 miles per hour in Rochester, 51 currently for a gust in the Mason City area. We've been seeing those gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour in Mason City and in Rochester. So it's been a very blustery day. The good news is we will look to see those winds gradually dying down, but for the next couple of hours, very strong winds still sticking with us. I'd say especially after about midnight tonight, we'll notice much lighter wind in the area. So just kind of plan on a gusty evening here for the region. Winds may stay on the breezier side for tomorrow, but the good news is not as strong of gusts on the way for your Wednesday afternoon. So some good news there. Tonight, though, still very blustery, but we have some nice sunshine. Beautiful day out there. Let's take a live look outside here from your Lewis Auto Live at Camera Network. Just a beautiful day here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Temperatures beautiful, warm as well. We're looking at those temperatures right now, anywhere from the upper 60s in the Dodge Center area to low 70s here north of the I-90 corridor. South of I-90, we're looking at temperatures into those mid 70s, even some upper 70s towards Cresco, Charles City, Decorah here, with temperatures there ranging anywhere from 78 to about 79 degrees. Heading into tonight, we'll continue on with those gusty winds. Looking at your first alerts, overall a quiet night here for the region, but just keeping in mind those gusty winds through the evening hours. Heading into the upcoming late week and especially into the weekend, tracking some rain and thunderstorm chances, but also temperatures staying warm, 70s and some 80s in that forecast here as well. So like I said, for the rest of this evening, keeping an eye on those strong winds, gusts anywhere from around 30 to 40 miles per hour, temperatures cooling back into the 60s here later on this evening. Tomorrow featuring more sunshine, a little bit cooler by a few degrees than today, and lighter winds than today as well. So another great day on tap for Wednesday. We'll talk more about those thunderstorm chances on the way for the weekend. That's ahead in your first alert weather. Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon with the first alert update. New into the Weather Center here just within the last couple of minutes. The National Weather Service adding a wind advisory for some locations here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. We've been seeing some very strong winds here throughout today. So now we have that wind advisory, which will last until about 8 o'clock. So more of a short-lived wind advisory, but again, winds very strong here. So anywhere along the I-90 Highway 14 corridor to the south and to the east here across Mississippi into Wisconsin, looking at those strong winds in the area here at this point in time. So let's take a look at how strong those winds are, because they are blustery. Very strong here in the area. We're looking at gusts upwards of 46 miles per hour in Rochester, 51 miles per hour in Mason City. Notice off to the west, we still have some gusty winds in that direction, so we'll continue on with more of those stronger winds here over the next couple of hours. But the good news is things will slowly start to die down. Those winds gradually backing off as we head towards later on tonight. Really not seeing any more noticeable relief from the wind, probably not until after about midnight tonight. Winds still a little breezy heading into tomorrow, but the gusts should stay towards about 15 to 25 miles per hour. So less wind tomorrow than what we've been seeing so far here today. Let's talk about those temperatures, because things are beautiful out there. A live look outside here from your Lewis Auto Live camera. Traffic moving smoothly there on Highway 52. Temperature-wise, gorgeous. We're looking at some low to mid 70s out there at this point in time. Plenty of sunshine, a little bit hazy maybe off in the distance, just to those strong winds kind of kicking up some of that dust and dirt here in the area. And like I said, those winds staying strong for the next few hours. Sky conditions pretty quiet. A few clouds throughout portions of the area, but for the most part enjoying some really beautiful sunshine. A cold front passing through as well, kind of keeping some of those winds on the stronger side, but we'll look to see high pressure continuing to build in on the backside of that, and behind that cold front, temperatures cooling just a touch for tomorrow. So tonight, your first alerts, we are looking at some quiet weather for the area. We continue with more warmth in the coming days with highs in the 70s and even some 80s heading into this weekend, but we're also watching some rain chances, much needed rain on the way, looking at some opportunities for showers and thunderstorms, especially by this weekend. weekend. So we are looking at a level 2 out of a level 5 severe threat for portions of North Iowa here at this point in time. But this does stretch all the way back through portions of Iowa, back into Kansas, Nebraska. So we'll watch this very closely here for Sunday. The chance maybe at a couple isolated strong storms in the area. So that'll be the big focus here over the next 7 to 10 days. That chance for storms Sunday and Monday. But we will watch out for a stray threat for some shower activity later Thursday and possibly Friday here of next week. So tomorrow we'll look at high temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. A warmer day still for the area. I'll look at that 10-day forecast. Chance of some 80s on the way by Friday and into this weekend. That's a look at your first alert weather.
We get to your news at 5. One last check on your first alert forecast with Sarah on Midwest Access.
The weather today absolutely beautiful. The wind, though, could calm a little bit. We'll see some calmer winds heading into Wednesday, featuring more sunshine and temperatures pretty seasonal there into those 60s, tracking 70s and 80s as we enter into the weekend, plus some more rain chances on the way, especially by this weekend. Chief Meteorologist Nick Jansen will have the latest on those storm forecast details in your first alert weather coming up at the top of the hour at 5. Beautiful day out there today, however, very windy. We had wind gusts upwards of 50 plus miles per hour in the Rochester and Mason City area. Elsewhere, anywhere from around 30 to 40, even upwards of 50 miles per hour for those wind gusts here across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So some very strong winds here at this hour. Winds much more calm, dialed back quite a bit. Most of us seeing winds anywhere from around 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour still towards Albert Lee. So the good news is heading into tomorrow, we will be looking at a lot less wind for the area. Still breezy with some gusts upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour, but much calmer compared to today. Looking at those high temperatures for tomorrow, tracking some upper 60s to low 70s, widespread sunshine, and again, that bit of a breeze. What we're tracking, though, is going to be more summer warmth on the way here, especially as we head into the weekend. Then by Sunday into Monday, we'll be tracking some isolated storm chances for the area, so some much needed moisture back in the forecast for our area. We will, though, be keeping an eye on the possibility of maybe some stronger thunderstorms come this weekend as well. So a lot to keep an eye on here in the next few days.
Yeah, a lot of blowing out there today, so it made driving difficult too.
Yeah, notice that haziness there in the distance, especially outside of city limits.
All right, Sarah, thanks so much. We'll see you again in a little bit.
And it certainly was a windy day out there today. The good news is winds dying down significantly here as we head into your Wednesday. Temperatures will be on the warm side as well. So as we look out the door for tomorrow, how to plan out your Wednesday, plan on a mild start to the day and temperatures just continuing to climb. We'll see highs tomorrow in the upper 60s to low 70s. Plenty of sun. Winds will be blustery, not nearly as bad as what they were today, but we are tracking some much needed moisture on the way. I have the first alert details to those upcoming rain chances on the way in your forecast next. Certainly a blustery day out there across the region here. Many of us seeing those wind gusts anywhere from around 30 to 50 miles per hour today. Temperatures, though, very summer-like, roughly anywhere from around 5 to 15 degrees above average today. High temperatures climbing into those mid to upper 70s, even some low 80s down towards the Charles City area. So beautiful day here across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Heading into tonight, we continue on with that quiet trend, looking at more warmth in the coming days. A lot of 70s and some 80s sneaking into that forecast here, especially as we move into the weekend. With the weekend forecast, keeping an eye on some storm chances, some isolated storms may be possible in the area come Sunday and Monday. So looking at that next 10 days, a good news is we get some moisture back, some rain chances here in the forecast. A stray opportunity come Thursday evening. Main focus, though, here for the next 7 to 10 days is going to be on Sunday and Monday with a chance maybe for some stronger thunderstorms as well. And we'll keep an eye on Friday of next week. Big focus, as I mentioned, will be on Sunday. We do have, as we look out towards day 6, a isolated strong storm threat. So a level 2 out of a level 5 severe threat. And right now, this does include portions of North Iowa. This does stretch back into portions of Nebraska, Kansas, even as far south as portions of Oklahoma. So locally, North Iowa could be looking at the possibility of some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. So monitoring this very closely here as we head into the weekend. What we know is that there is a threat for some isolated storms come Sunday. Right now, timing-wise, looking to be towards the afternoon, evening hours, but there's still some good questions, some big questions here with this system, and that's going to be how strong will those thunderstorms be? Fine-tuning those potential hazards for the area with those storms that rumble through, and just how far north could this severe threat be for the upper Midwest? Could we see this adjusting here into southern Minnesota? could we see a storm track shift south? So keeping a close eye on this on Sunday. Tomorrow, though, enjoying some more sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s, mid 70s possible in North Iowa. As we take a look at that 10-day forecast here, gearing up for some 80s on the way by Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday here for the area. A big focus, though, towards those upcoming rain chances. It's been beautiful, it's been dry, but we certainly need that moisture, that bit of rain moving through the area. So hopefully beneficial rainfall coming.
Hopefully we get the rain and no severe weather.
Yes.
We'll take that. Sarah, thank you so much.
Looking at some very nice temperatures here in the coming days, tracking a lot of high temperatures into the 70s and 80s as we approach the weekend. Look here at that 7-day forecast for Austin, Mason City, and Winona. We are also looking at some beneficial rainfall to return, some much needed rain, I should say. Looking at the opportunity for some stray rain chances Thursday later into the evening hours. Keeping a close eye on this weekend between Sunday and Monday. Better chance there for some thunderstorm activity in the area. We may have to watch out maybe for some strong to severe thunderstorms possible come Sunday. Still some fine tuning to do as we inch closer to the weekend, but really temperature wise, things looking very fantastic here over the next 7 to 10 days in the area. Nick? Let's take one more look at that 10-day forecast. Temperature-wise, beautiful stretch of weather on the way. Everything from the upper 60s to upper 70s, even some low 80s on the way here as we especially move into this weekend. The big note is going to be the chance for some rain opportunities back in the forecast. Keeping an especially close eye on this weekend, Sunday into Monday. A chance for some thunderstorms possible in the area. Sunday we'll monitor extra close, maybe an opportunity for some strong to severe thunderstorms possible there. Still some details, the timing, hazards to be fine-tuned on that forecast. So continue to keep an eye on that First Alert forecast, and we'll continue to keep you updated here as we know more.
We will do just that. Hey, thanks for bringing us the Rochester Raiders story. Good luck to them.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for being with us, everyone. Enjoy your night.